Hi guys, I hope you're all well and staying safe and taking care of one another during these absolutely tumultuous times. And I just wanted to come on here and say that whether your platform is big, small, whatever it may be, we can all use this time to come together and stand up for what is right. And what is right is not letting these racial injustices and systematic oppression continue on in the US. It's absolutely ridiculous that people who are born of a different skin color are treated so horribly and are so often painted as criminals, as unequals, as just lesser than everybody else for simply the color of their skin. And it is time that stops. There is absolutely no reason for anybody to be treated differently because of the color of their skin. It doesn't matter what color their skin tone is. It does not matter. Point blank period. There is no extenuating circumstances for this to be still happening to this day in 2020. There's absolutely not even a single reason why people are treated differently for the color of their skin. And it is far overdue for us white people to finally start to acknowledge and recognize our privilege that we have in America, because I, as a white person, can go out anywhere and don't have fear that the law enforcement will come after me. I don't have fear that I will be judged based on my skin tone. I don't have fear of the cops every single day. I already, as a white person, have this invisible shield around me that shields me from the oppression and discrimination and prejudice that is circulating through our society, and that has been for centuries. Because I am white, I won't ever be able to understand what it is like to live in the shoes of someone who is black. Because I'm white, I won't ever be able to understand the issues that black people face on a daily basis. I won't ever be able to fully comprehend, and I won't ever masquerade it off as if I know the struggles that they have gone through, because I don't. Because I can essentially do anything when I leave my house and not have fear that I will be shot, villainized, oppressed, taken advantage of. I won't ever be able to, because I am simply white, because that is the issue in America. Because since its beginning, whites have reigned as the superior group in America. There is no disputing that white people have lived an extremely privileged life here in America. And it's finally time that white people fix the issue that they caused, which is systematic institutionalized racism. People's lives are drastically changed due to racism because people refuse to accept the other. Because certain people refuse to accept that those who don't look like them are enemies, are opponents, and that we can just oppress them because we have the power to. It is just so long overdue that we, as white people, fix the issue of racism, spread awareness, educate ourselves, because it is not the black community's job to educate us on what we have been doing to them for decades and decades. It is our job to recognize the patterns of systematic racism and fix that so that this problem doesn't keep persisting, because there are too many people who are facing oppression who did nothing to deserve it. And it is far past the time that white people start to realize the implications of our actions, to realize that discrimination, prejudice, oppression happens to people on a regular basis. And I will never speak on behalf of the black community, because I will never ever be able to comprehend what they go through and what oppressive measures that they have been faced with. And I don't know what it will take for people to finally open their eyes and realize that racism is all around us. Racism still persists today. It still finds its way into our society each and every single day to so many individuals for no goddamn reason. And there is absolutely no reason for it to be tolerated. It is 2020, and it is time to use our power and our voices to those who have been silenced for years and years, who have been wanting equality for years. People are mocked, made fun of, oppressed, discriminated against, injured, shot because of the color of their skin. And that should never, ever happen. So me, a white person, is asking you, if you are white, a person who is not a person of color, to educate yourself, spread awareness, be more than an ally to fix the issue, because it is clearly not getting any better in today's society. Take the time to realize and acknowledge your privilege. Take the time to be an advocate for the people who have been silenced for centuries. Support, vocalize what's right. Be vociferous in the pursuit of ending racism once and for all. Because I'm telling you right now that the oppressors are the ones who need to fix it. It is not the oppressed that needs to fix the issue. It is the people that are actively doing the oppressing to stop and reflect on what they have been doing and what they are doing still to the Black community. No one should ever lose their life for the color of their skin. There should be no discussion. There should be no argument. There should be no controversy around that. This should not be a controversial issue. Basic human rights should never be a controversial issue. And if you're mad at the protests, rather than being mad at the reason why the protests are happening, you need to check yourself. Do you think that if they had asked nicely for their rights and for their freedoms, that, you know, we would give it to them? Just no questions asked? No. They've tried asking peacefully. And you know what happens? They get shut down. So don't be mad at people for trying to get what they rightfully deserve. Be mad at the system that took it away from them from the start. I'm going to put some links down in the description for you guys to take a look at. Please just educate yourselves, spread awareness, be more than an ally, be vocal, do not tolerate any bouts of racism that you hear, because it is long overdue for a time of change. Love one another, be in support of the cause at hand. So please take the time and help make change to fix the problem that is affecting our family, our friends, and take the time to help build change. Please stay safe and take care of one another. And I'll see you soon.